it would be the fact that I'm so excited about this because this is a universal message, even more than customer experience. And it's the idea of winning at life. And again, I found this in the dictionary when I was writing my first book. And I said, time out, John. Don't get distracted. Finish your first project. So now I'm on the second one. And the basic thing that I without giving the book away, is three things. Number one is, and when I saw this definition in the dictionary, my world literally just stopped. I stopped breathing. It hit me like all at once. If you have the wrong definition for winning, you will label yourself, and there's plenty of places in the world that will do this for you. Business, sports, academia, your own well-meaning parents, siblings, yourself will apply these labels to yourself where we equate winning, and it is a definition. Yeah, I'm not saying it isn't, but it's one of them. I don't believe it's the most important one. The one definition that we think of as blue ribbon, gold medal, coming in first, excelling in competition, A+, 4.0, all those measurables, right? That if you don't hit that, well, if you're not, like Ricky Bobby said, right, in Talladega Nights, if you're not the winner, you're the loser, right? That idea of if we don't come in first, then you're the next place loser. You're the first one that lost. That's the idea of winning compared to someone else. If you're defining, so I keep this in front of me on my office desk. It's a blue ruler I got at a place that starts with Wall and ends with Mart, so it only cost me a couple dollars. But I have this as a visual reminder. I kept it in my car and now my desk that I've got in office, that I should never compare myself to others. My ruler needs to be John today compared to John 5 years ago. And every day going forward needs to be looking back at who I was and what I've achieved. Progress is the goal, not perfection. Number two, if I'm looking at somebody else's life, it's always with a bias, it's always with my own filter, and it's always an illusion. The thing that we see in others' lives that we want is projecting on their lives what we want. If you were to peel back the curtain, to look into their own lives, you would find the vast majority of people that appear to have what you want aren't happy either. Don't compare yourself. So their reality, the only reality you can fully know is your own, not somebody else's. And then the third one is on this ruler. There are little marks on this ruler, and the very smallest one, it's right here. It's a millimeter. That's the smallest. Progress is the goal, not perfection. And believe it or not, I'm going to shock you. If you read people's lives, and I have read so many great biographies of people that have achieved great success, the 12th inch is never the 12th inch. It's the start, and they go back to the first inch again. They are never done. John Maxwell said the greatest danger is today's success. If you camp out on success today, it's just like riding a bicycle. As soon as you stop, you don't keep going forward, you don't even stay standing up. You fall over. Worst, you could start rolling back down the hill. That's okay. If you're constantly striving after something, comparing yourself to your past self, and understanding that your reality is the only one you can fully know, then that is the best definition for winning at life. The other 6 chapters are about unpacking best practices after I interviewed highly successful people that most probably people have never heard of, but are highly successful in some of the principles that they share. But the biggest thing is most people in life are winning tremendously. They're actually winners, because winning, the one word definition in all caps in my dictionary, success. If your definition for winning is coming in first, you will almost always be a loser. Always be someone faster, stronger, richer, better looking than me. There will never, ever, ever be another John D. Hanson born at this time of history that is doing the things that I'm doing and that is having the impact in people's lives like I'm having now. Everyone has the same opportunity, provided they're using the best definition. They're winning hugely at life. They just don't know it because they're using the wrong definition, and it's easily supplied by a world that glorifies achievement, not progress. I can show you the world. That song, if you take that and apply it to someone that's needs to be brought along, where someone was a mentor for me, and then I bring them along and open their eyes up to this world that's outside. I can think of that maybe.
Sounds good. And my last question is, what is success like? Give me a number between 1 to 6.
Let's do 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how is success like a skate park?
Oh, and you know how many times I see these poor kids falling on concrete. Thank goodness they have pads on. And you think, why would they keep doing that? Well, it's because they want to do what they've seen others do and they know it's possible. Success is kind of the same way. You've seen other people do it. You know it's possible. You know you're not trying to sell horse-drawn buggies in Manhattan. You know it can be done. I guess you could sell, but you're not going to sell very many. If you want to be highly successful, you look at what others have done and you read the stories in their lives of who they were and what they did before they were famous. That's where the secret sauce is, not when they get there, what got them there. If you do that, all the lumps and the bruises, that's part of the learning curve. The opposite of winning and success is not failure. Failure is simply learning what doesn't work. We don't ding babies for falling down so many times before they can walk. As adults and as youth, we do that to ourselves. Instead, you should be looking at, this is how it doesn't work, and I'm going to figure out how it does. And I'm not going to quit until I do. That's the key to people's success, is just never giving up. That's the opposite of success, not failure.